Hey guys, happy Sunday. This is Satya of Millennial Cure. Millennial Cure is your ultimate cure for Sunday anxiety. And I'm super excited to be sharing with you today. Today we're going to be talking about overcoming rejection and disappointment. Perhaps you're like many people out there. Perhaps you feel that disappointment or rejection is like a shadow in your life following you around everywhere you go. Or maybe you've been conditioned to believe that you should expect disappointment or rejection in your life. Maybe out there's some knucklehead who said to you that you shouldn't get your hopes up. Perhaps they said to you that good things will not happen to you. And maybe they said to you that you shouldn't go after your goals and dreams because you're not lucky. Well, you know what? I'm here to tell you that you better get your hopes up really high. Great things will happen to you when you expect it, you believe it, you welcome it into your life, and you work your buns off after to accomplish it. And the only truth in all of that is that you're totally not lucky, because guess what? You're absolutely blessed, okay? The other thing about disappointment and rejection is this. Regardless of if you are going after your goals and dreams or if you're doing absolutely nothing at all, disappointment and rejection will happen to you without your help. So you might as well use it to your advantage and go out there and accomplish your goals and dreams, okay? If it's going to happen anyways, make it worth it. Now, I understand how you might be feeling, because I've been there, okay? Maybe you feel depressed, hurt, and perhaps you're tired of it happening, and maybe you're feeling a bit uninspired. Perhaps you've given it your all and you've lost everything. And I'm sorry if that's happening to you, but let's take this episode and really run with the tips that I'm going to give you today. And this is just from personal experience. So the first thing that I've gained from disappointment and rejection is experience, right? What does that mean? I've taken the things that I've experienced in every aspect of my life to really grow from it. Disappointment and rejection are phenomenal teachers, okay? So what does that mean? That means that, if you're out there, especially for your business or any aspect of your life, then you can use those experiences to really work for you. So think about it. Well, for example, me. Just about a week and a half ago, I met with a business owner. I did the presentation and they were super excited, but guess what? It did not happen. It didn't work out, okay? And looking back, I realized that I could have gotten that contract, but I would have to lower my standards. And I'm not willing to do that, okay? So I hope you have high standards for your life and your business as well. But here's the other thing. I look back at the things that I did throughout that presentation, and I realized that I could have done a few things differently. Here's one thing. I never asked if the person that I was meeting with was the main decision maker. I knew that they were one of the influencers in the business, but they're definitely not the main decision maker. So what happened is that person went back to the decision maker, relayed the information that I give to them, and guess what? Unfortunately, I am the only one who can speak confidently and succinctly about my business. Nobody else can do that for me, right? So that obviously did not go well. So I know next time what I need to do. The other thing about disappointment and rejection is it presents an opportunity. It presents an opportunity to grow. So 2 books that I will recommend that you read, because I found that you can do a lot of things to grow your life and business, but the one thing that you can actually do that will speak volumes to you is to read. Okay, so the 2 books I recommend to you is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Dr. Shad Helmstetter and The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. See, a lot of us believe that when good things come to us, then our attitudes will change. But it's the other way around. When you feel, when your thought process is shifted and you're actually have a positive mental attitude, then the things that come into your life will be positive, okay? And even when it's not so positive, because good things will not always happen to you, your attitude or your transition will be so much smoother, okay? You will be affected by it, but your recovery will be that much better. And that's what books will do for you. Here's the other thing about overcoming disappointment and rejection, and that successful people fail more than they win. So when you go out there, the more no's that you get, the closer you are getting to big wins, or significant wins, I should say. Okay, so go out there and go through your no's, go through your rejections, go through your disappointments. It's great for growth. Okay. other thing about disappointment and rejection is this: numbers work. What does that mean? Here's a specific example, especially if you have a virtual business, a brick and mortar business, or if you have a network marketing business, okay? Those are all fantastic businesses. Now, say you've gone out and you've networked and you have 10 callable names. You call up those 10 names, then you're probably going to book about 3 to 5 of those, okay? Out of the 3 to 5 that you're booking and meeting, then you're probably going to close about 1 to 2. Here's the challenge again. Most people will not be consistent at those numbers, okay? They'll probably do 10 this week, and next week they'll be back to onesies and twosies. Well, guess what? You can't get results like that. You've got to consistently do 10 this week and show 3 to 5 and close 1 to 2 and do it the next week and the next and the next, so on and so forth, right? That's how you'll grow in your life and your business. Numbers also work in your relationships. So think about it. If you're constantly withdrawing from your relationships, whether it's friendships, family, or intimate relationships, then you're not going to get anything good from it. The people that are in your life are going to feel used, and that's going to get really old really, really fast, okay? So you want to be making positive deposits in your life, okay? Or in the people that you have in your life. So think about it. If you're only making negative deposits, if you're only nagging and manipulating and emasculating, and I hope I'm not offending anyone, but if those are the only deposits that you're making into someone else's life, then that's what you're going to get out of it. It's the golden rule on steroids, really. What you invest into other lives will not come back to you later, but it's already coming back to you, okay? And it's coming back to you tenfold, okay? So I want great things to happen for you. So I want you to go out there and accomplish your goals and dreams, because you're definitely worth it, okay? So the other thing about disappointment and rejection is self-image. And if you take anything at all away from what I'm telling you today, is to take this away. Your quality of life will never exceed your self-worth or your self-image, okay? So the more you grow your self-image, the greater your life will be. And that doesn't mean that you will be filthy rich. You know, it doesn't mean you'll be famous, not necessarily. It means that your quality, because quantity doesn't equate to quality, right? Your quality of life will be that much better. And that's what you need to take away from this. The book that I will recommend that everybody needs to read, especially if you have kids, is The Magic of Thinking Big. I'm telling you, that is a life-changing book, and you need to read it every year over and over and over. It will change your life. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is to LOL at yourself. LOL is something we use on social media so much, but do we implement it in our lives, right? Think about it, okay? You've got to enjoy the process, because there's a lot that can happen in your life, but if you're not enjoying the process, then you're not going to be having a good time accomplishing your goals and dreams. So you want to have fun with it, you want to have a great attitude, but then you also want to be able to look back and laugh at your experiences, because you know what? Maybe in the point of it happening, it's not that funny, right? But when you look back at it, or you know, you just gotta laugh. And a lot of times I'll do that. You know, I'll stop and I'll say, "Oh, you know, that's a funny thing I did." You know, so I have fun with myself. You know, you definitely gotta LOL at yourself. So it's been fun sharing with you. Definitely subscribe to our channel. It's been phenomenal sharing with you, and definitely head over to millennialcure.com, subscribe over there, leave us a comment, because that is where you're going to get additional tips to grow your life and your business, okay? So I've appreciated you sticking through this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. So have a great one. Take care now.